Tragic, isn't it? Hey, Lord Roger Moore just died. You know what they say? Live and let die. Oh. Okay, right. Ooh. Ooh, that's bad. This is Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Fucking hell. Sorry. It's a bit wonky at the moment. Ooh. Okay. Good evening. Hang on. So I'm fucking this up totally. My eyes don't right. This is Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Book 2. Chapter 8. And the 4 deuces. You see what? Yeah, I'm reading the script again. Oops. Johnny Terrier, the boss of the Chicago outfit, flips open the lid of his gold pocket watch. The time is 7:30 in the evening of Tuesday, April the 19th, 1921. She should be open by now. He opens the right side passenger door of his brand new shiny Packard Deluxe 8 Phaeton car, parked on the side of the road in front of 2222 South Wabash. Something smells a bit fishy here, sniffs Bill Crow, staring at a short, slim, handsome, well-muscled, sweaty, young, yellow-skinned Chinaman wearing a pair of blue dungarees, chopping the head off yet another fish with an axe in the Chicago fish house, near the docks of Lake Michigan. The warehouse is full of Chinese labourers, preparing the fish from the fishermen's latest haul, ready for the city's fishmongers. Oh, excuse me. Time catches up with this one. Sorry, fishmongers. He will cost you $30 for the night, of course, laughs Johnny. Yushi Zhang, Ninzi, Tamadewodi, Danio Shu, smiles the 19-year-old Chinese worker. Bill kisses the yellow-skinned man on the lips, slipping his tongue down the young, beautiful boy's throat. Minglian Wan Zai Shi, Zai Shi, grins the undead Jewish shadow man. Wodi Dididian, Yeominidi, Kwang, laughs Fang, picking up another fish. Wodi Minchkin, Fang Jian Wang, Bill Crow. A green Oldsmobile truck, loaded with wooden crates full of fish, pulls up outside the main gates of the fish factory. Right. I didn't know you spoke Chinese, chuckles Johnny, unlocking the door of the boiler room. I'm older than I look, Mr. Terrier. What did he say to you? Asks the Italian gangster. I want you to fuck my brains out, laughs the undead Jewish shadow man. Johnny Terrier frowns. I'm sorry to disappoint you, my friend, but I'm straight. Not you, boss, explains Bill Crow. That's what he said to me. Al Capone stands on the other side of the building, enticing customers and roping them into the brothel from the next street along. letting the gentleman in through the back door of the warehouse. "Are you lonesome tonight, sir?" asks the 22-year-old gangster. Excuse me. Ow. Ah. Shit. We have plenty of lovely ladies upstairs just waiting for you to make their dreams come true. Russell McNulty raises his brown tweed newsboy peaked cap above his eyes. Mr. Turio wants me to work upstairs from now on. He told me to meet you here. "Ah, it's you," sighs the tall, stocky bouncer. "The boss said you would be coming." Al opens his pocket watch. "It's nearly 8 o'clock. You are half an hour late." "The brothel is upstairs. Take the fire escape upstairs to the second floor and knock on the green exit door 4 times. One of the girls will let you in." "Welcome to the Four Deuces Club." Johnny Trio stretches out his arms. "My pride and joy. Now that Big Jim is dead, God rest his soul. The stupid old fool forgot to update his last will and testament when he remarried, leaving his share of the business to his ex-wife, my Aunt Victoria. She gave me her share of the business as a birthday present." The speakeasy, hidden behind the fish factory, is full of young men and women flirting with several grey-haired businessmen wearing pinstripe suits. Marty Guilfoyle just sold me his share of the business, and now I own 45% of the club, explains the Chicago mob boss. Yeah, he shot some guy dead a year or so ago. Who was threatening him while Marty was playing a game of cards with his friends in his cigar shop down the street. Peter Gentleman, his name was. Anyway, he was causing trouble. "So why did he sell you his share of the club if the shootout happened at his cigar shop?" Bill takes off his battered black top hat and scratches his head with his right hand. "Guilfoyle has been receiving death threats ever since the shooting from gentlemen's friends, not to mention bricks through the window of his shop on irregular occasions, and the occasional petrol bomb. Anyway, he has decided to close his shop and move uptown. He owns several breweries in Chicago, although most of them are working underground now, thanks to Prohibition. Marty wants to concentrate his efforts on them and his other businesses. He's an old friend of mine. I've been buying my cigars from him for many years now." Johnny Trio lights a large, fat Cuban Havana cigar. "Would you like one?" he asks, offering a cigar to his shadow man. "I recognise that barman," laughs Bill Crow, pointing to the old red Indian pulling pints behind the bar. O'Arkin bursts out laughing and grins a broad, wrinkled-faced, white, pearly-toothed smile. "Bloody hell, Billy Bones. I never thought I would see you again. I changed the name to Crow some time ago. How are you, my old friend?" Johnny Trio lights Bill's cigar with a wooden match. "I take it that you two know each other?" "I met this old Indian on the day he arrived in Chicago. Oh God, it must have been about 4 years ago by now, at least." 5 years ago, actually, give or take a month or two. O'Arkin pours Johnny another shot of Canadian whiskey. "So whatever happened to that old grandfather clock I sold you?" "Oh, don't worry, old chap," chuckles Bill Crow. "Thugger Sheila is ticking along quite nicely in Frankie Ailes' office in New York City." The undead shadow man inhales another mouthful of warm, comforting smoke from his cigar, holds his breath for a few seconds and exhales. Johnny gave it to him for his birthday a few years back. Who the fuck is Thunker Sheila? Asked the Italian mob boss, scratching his balding scalp. It is the name of my clock, chuckles the old Red Indian. It means grandfather. I love him very much. The clock? Asked Johnny. If I knew the sentimental value, I would have paid you a hell of a lot more for it. No, you dumb jerk. I mean, I loved my grandfather a lot. Not the stupid fucking clock. Giggles the 89-year-old red-skinned Mandan Indian, standing behind the bar of the speakeasy. Come on now, Hock. You must be dead by now, laughs the Italian gangster. You must be nearly 90 years old yourself. He died in 1837 from smallpox, along with most of the Mandan tribe. I was one of the few survivors, but I still remember him whenever I dream, like a great spirit walking amongst the stars and the heavens above us at the sky at night. You make death sound kind of romantic, smiles Johnny Trio. Maybe it is. We all dream when we are asleep, whether we remember our dreams or not. And what is death but a long sleep? Asks the very old Red Indian medicine man, pouring the mob boss another glass of bourbon whiskey. Now drink that, you old sod, you are beginning to depress me. Hawakan and his daughter, the lady upstairs, own the other 15% of the business, explains the mob boss. I don't let nobody else speak to me like that. They would be dead already. And besides, the old fool makes me laugh. Jacob Roundtree is busy helping several Chinese men unload the packing crates full of fish from the green truck parked just outside the wooden gates of the warehouse at 2222 South Wabash. He takes off his grey Confederate Army overcoat and wipes his forehead with a white cotton hanky. Come on, lads, it is nearly 8:30 already. We should have been finished by now. Let's get a move on. Orders the 80-year-old ex-Confederate sergeant. I'm 4 times your age, and I have still got more energy than you. He takes a gulp from a small blue glass bottle. Zuyixi gong zua. Zuyixi gong zu. Ranunin zifang ian ianhan. Laughs one of the Chinese labourers standing in the back of the truck. Just pass me the fucking crate, orders the gingery grey-bearded Civil War veteran. This is our 3rd shipment in 2 days, but God only knows when our next boat will come in. Gloria Roundtree, the madam of the whorehouse on the 2nd floor of the warehouse, walks proudly down the wooden staircase, wearing a scarlet-red satin evening dress. Her right arm wrapped tightly around the waist of a handsome young ginger-haired teenage boy, wearing a flat brown newsboy peaked cap. Guess who I just found, Pop? She laughs. I hope you passed the audition.